Hey, family, thank you so much for joining me. So, I wanted to talk with you tonight about something that I saw last night. So, I was checking out some other things on YouTube and actually making some videos, and I saw this headline about Will Smith smacking Chris Rock. And so, of course, it's an attention getter. So, I got to see the video footage of it, and Will Smith, you know, so Chris Rock cracked a joke about Will Smith's wife, Jada Pinkett Smith, and Will Smith initially laughed, and then I saw Jada with an eye roll. She wasn't amused by Chris Rock's joke of her being in G.I. Jane 2, and I think he was talking about her hair being shaved off. And I'm not sure what the background is for that, but I've heard recently that Jada Pinkett Smith had been going through some health challenges, and that was the reason why her hair has stayed short. Now, over the years, I know, Jada had also had shorter hair, and then she had longer hair. And so I think, either way, she looks good with short hair, long hair. But most importantly, I think, was Will Smith, when he saw it, seemed that she was not happy with what Chris Rock said. And Chris Rock said, what? It was a joke. It was G.I. Jane, what? And then Will Smith proceeded to go up on the stage and smack Chris Rock. And a lot of people, I'm not sure if a lot of people thought, okay, did they stage this? What is it? And then Will Smith won an award and then proceeded to talk about what a fierce protector Mr. Williams has been, the character that he was portraying, Venus and Serena's dad. What a fierce protector he has been over the years of his family. And, I'm not sure, because they are both actors and comedians. So I'm not really sure if it was staged. I'm not really sure if it was not. But a lot of people I saw in the comment section of the video that I watched, they said, well, wow, Will Smith should get the award for Best Actor again, because he acted like he was protecting and defending his family. Um, and I would say to that, it's something to consider, because as we saw, um, Will Smith talked about Venus and Serena's dad, Richard, from what he said, was a fierce protector of his family. Um, I think a lot of people could say it was life imitating art. I was talking with a family member last night, my sister, and we were talking about this. We, saw the video and we're talking about what happened. And, Chris Rock might have been, a target because of, maybe a lot of people think, is Chris Rock really going to get into a dust up with Will Smith? Would it have been, had it been someone else, it might have been a real tussle, a real fight on the stage. Might it have been, someone, I don't know. My sister said if it had been Floyd Mayweather, he wouldn't have did it. But we don't know, because it wasn't Floyd Mayweather. But the thing is, it's possible that it was the perfect setup for Will Smith to A lot of people would say he just flexed on Chris Rock because he could. But I think, could it have been that, yes, over the years, and both of them have been in the industry for a long time, but particularly Will Smith has been in the industry for a long, long time, since he was a kid. And so all these years, people telling an actor what to do, how to tilt their head, you know, okay, you need to say this, you need to not say that. And so all these years with that happening, um, I would say that it's possible that a person loses their way sometimes and they don't know how to act and they don't know how to be in the world. And it's possible that Will Smith was flexing, but it's possible that he took his inspiration from Richard Williams and actually said, this, okay, my wife is not, I feel like I need to protect her. I need to do something. I need to defend her. I need to defend her name. Um, and later, he told Chris Rock, Will Smith told Chris Rock with a few expletives, keep my wife's name out of your mouth. And a lot of people said, well, that was in poor taste. But I think that a lot of guys are going to be imitating Will Smith pretty soon. And I think it's what has been missing. Unfortunately, it was two Black men. I would never want to see anyone being violent with anyone, but unfortunately, it was two Black men, one Black man being violent with another Black man, when we've seen too much of violence, visited upon Black men losing their lives, being killed, just savage displays of police officers and others killing Black men. And so that needs to turn around. And what I'm hoping is that this is a start of a trend where people, Black men, are defending a worthy cause. And it isn't that they're trying to flex on anybody. It's not that they're trying to show out, but it's about being the fierce protector of the family. Because I know I can say in my experience, when I was growing up, we grew up, and I don't know if a lot of people know this part of my story, but we grew up in a small town, small Black community, and there were a lot of neighboring towns that were mostly white towns, probably like 99% white. And so we dealt with a lot of racism, people saying a lot of racist things to us growing up. But our dad, make no mistake, was a fierce protector and defender of his family. And so because of the things that he did, he ended up being like the legend that we had some guys come through our yard, yelling racist things at our family. And my dad shot into the dark with a shotgun. And for me as a kid to see that, they, for a long time, white guys in neighboring towns were afraid to come into our town because of that. And I think it's important to send the message that, if you're doing something wrong, then you shouldn't be doing the wrong thing. And, there are consequences for it. So I can only speak to what I saw my dad do in response to racists act like that. And then people got the message that, it's not okay to try to attack someone's family or yell racist things or be threatening, because they were threatening and taunting and things like that. And my dad did what he knew how to do, which was protect his family, because got sisters and brothers, and he was looked upon as the person, the provider, the protector. And I know, we can get into a lot of traditional values and things like that. And I say traditional with air quotes, because what's the tradition? What's the culture that has this tradition and things like that? We can ask questions about that, but I think it's important, like I was getting on to look at that a lot of people say chivalry is dead. Chivalry is not dead. I hope, like I said, that it was about a man. Even, it's unfortunate if life was imitating art, but I hope it was about a man defending his wife. And if it was, just Will Smith acting, it's, he's an actor true to form. But I hope it was about a man standing up for his wife, for his family, because honestly, and I know this video is getting long, so I'm going to wrap it up, but honestly, if he wouldn't have done it, he would have got clowned. A lot of people would have said, Will Smith is soft. How could he not defend his wife? And some man is saying something that's disrespectful toward her. But I think also there's a bigger question, and maybe this is a video, like I said, I'll come back and do maybe another part or two on this, but I think that it's important to consider, why do many men need to see an actor? And maybe, Richard Williams wouldn't have been in the spotlight, and he might not have been that larger than life character that could display something like that, or that people might not get the message from him directly, or, seeing the movie that, this is what you should do. But, why do people need that, need a character to say, hey, you need to defend your family, you need to defend your wife's honor, you need to protect your family? Why do people need that? Maybe there's a lot more confusion in this world than we had hoped, but there's always hope. So I'm hoping that it leads to a trend of people being more protective, defending, their family members, standing up for one another in the right. But also, make no mistake about this, that women are fierce protectors of their children, of their families, and a lot of women will get up and fight for their, partners, their boyfriends, whatever, their husbands. And I think so much because we've been so concerned about the way that other people view us, I think that we have compromised, a lot of people, I would say, have compromised their integrity, and they have not stood up in situations where they knew it was right. And so it kind of makes me think of Malcolm X, but Malcolm X would say by any means necessary. I would say for a person who's standing up and protecting and defending people when they're in the right, I think that God holds them up and they win as a result. So, and I know it's a lot to consider, but I wonder if that's what it was about. And I hope, like I said, that it was about a man, standing up and defending his wife's honor, protecting his family. And I think that Will Smith got a lot of inspiration from Richard Williams. I just hope that it wasn't the other way around. But if he is standing up and trying to do what he thinks is the right thing, I mean, a lot of people came down on him and said he should apologize. But if he believes that he's doing the thing that is right, I don't think that he should apologize, because it would be worse. I think that if a person is standing up and doing something that they know is right, that they shouldn't apologize, because that would just be saying that they shouldn't have done it when they should always do what's right. All right, so I hope this video was interesting. I hope it sparks conversation. Please consider liking, sharing, subscribing. If you'd like to work with me, check out my contact information in the description below, my number, my website. You can email me. But hopefully this gets a deeper discussion going about have so many people needed an actor to show them the way? Because like I said, if so, I mean, it's gotten further down the line than we thought. So thank you again for joining me. I look forward to comments. I look forward to sharing your stories about these things. And you know, I'm really excited to continue this discussion, to continue to bring you videos with information that spark conversation, or with helpful tips and things like that. So I would say, I'd encourage you, to continue to work to create the things that you want, to bring them into your lives, to stand up for what's right, because as Immortal Technique said, the truth is not measured in mass appeal. It might not be a popular thing to do, but if you're doing what's right, you'll know. And I believe God always backs me up. In my experience, God has 100% backed me up when I've been standing up for something that's right. And I think we've gotten away from it, and I think we need to come back to it. All right. See you next time. Thank you again for joining me. And love you. Happy lightning fast manifesting.